This is the yarn that you should be using. Okay, maybe I don't mean like Karen Simply Soft specifically, but if you're a beginner, then you need to be considering something like this. So generally, if you're a beginner crocheter, I would highly recommend that you start with a weight 4 acrylic yarn. The reason for this is that a weight 4 is very easy to work with and start with at a beginner level. Acrylic is cost effective so that you're not spending a ton of money on the front end, unless you really do want or need to shell out the money on some wool for your project. It doesn't split too much. It's still pretty warm and it's easily accessible at almost any yarn or craft store. So my example that I have here, just because I don't have a lot of acrylic yarns here at home, I just grabbed this one because this is the closest thing that I have on hand to describe for you is this old skein of Karen Simply Soft. Now, when you're yarn shopping, you're going to want to take note of the label on the yarn. I'm going to show you. It looks just like this. So we can see on this skein that the weight is described as a weight 4. That is what we want. And that the recommended hook size is a 5 millimeter. We can also see that it is a 100% acrylic yarn. The only difference or recommendation I would make with choosing your first yarn compared to this one is that this yarn is variegated. Variegated can be easy to work with and sometimes it's not. Otherwise, I would encourage you to choose a solid color yarn and one that is preferably bright. Don't choose a fuzzy yarn. Don't choose a dark yarn like black as your first yarn. If you're just starting to learn how to crochet, don't do that. And choose a bright color and ideally one that isn't varied in color like this one. Now, the recommended crochet hook size for this is a 5 millimeter hook. You can use a 5 millimeter hook on this, but you don't have to. You really can use whatever hook size you want, but there are some things that you want to consider. So in my next episode, I'm going to tell you about those considerations you need to make when determining what hook size you should be using.